And we should just segue into this real quick. If you're homophobic, you shouldn't watch this. Bye.
Or racist, or
racist.
We're not the ones for you.
We're not the ones for you.
Because
there are other podcasts for you. I'm not gonna sit here and read the Bible. I love Jesus.
Me too.
But you're not gonna like this podcast very much if you're homophobic.
It's not the move.
So bye.
Well, let's go. Let's do this.
Okay. What's our beginning?
Are you ready?
What's our beginning?
I need you guys to clap one more time.
Yes.
Wait, hold on. What's our beginning?
We're gonna say, hey guys, this
Welcome
is Ethan. And you can say your name.
Maybe I should make it this one.
Do you want to do that? This is Ethan.
I'm letting you take up a baby.
All right. Okay. Clap.
One.
Claps.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Hi everybody. My name is Isa,
My name's Grace Ann.
and this is the Radiate podcast.
Welcome.
We're just gonna do it because
We have no idea what we're doing,
yeah.
but we just know we want to do something.
Yeah.
So we're doing it.
Also, why not do it? Because who cares?
Yeah.
You know, we have like
It's 2020.
It's
It can't get
2020.
any worse.
It's been a rough year. But also here we have our friend Jessica, who's our manager, and
Vincent.
who's
Director.
and
My boyfriend.
her boyfriend.
I guess.
Also the producer.
Also the producer.
Okay, who said you can talk?
And the scriptwriter and everything. So we just wanted to make a podcast because
Honestly, we've been talking about doing this for a while.
and then my mom made one, and so if your mom go tell your mom to listen to hers, it's a different audience. You know, they're kind of old.
Yeah.
Not they.
Who knows? We
knows?
might draw the mom crowd.
Maybe. Maybe more like the college crowd, but
The 30 and thriving.
yeah.
Let's be honest. Anybody who's 30, are you really thriving? I'm just kidding. Y'all, it's 2020. I'm sorry.
It's 2020.
We're nervous. I'm nervous.
This is just for fun. Okay, so it's Grace Ann and I's last semester of college. And so today was yesterday technically was our first day of college, right?
Yeah, for the fall
Okay,
semester.
so I just wanted to give everybody a recap of our senior year. First day. How was it? Mine was good. I went to work and I had a class, so how was yours?
Eventful, I guess you could say, in not a good way. So I didn't go in person since Sam Houston is doing a blended, schedule. I'm online on Mondays and then in person on Wednesdays. And so I was on my online class on Monday via Zoom, and it's a social and quality class. And things were going great for like the first 30 minutes. And I mean, I'm sure y'all have heard about like people hacking into other people's Zooms and just kind of like having fun with it. Well, somebody hacked into our Zoom, but it wasn't fun at all. It was actually pretty terrible. Basically, this guy who was definitely like a fake voice, basically was just spewing hate about how he hated the Black community and started talking really nasty things about the Jewish community. And it was honestly terrifying because at first, the first thing he said was, "I hate Black people." And the professor literally, like, everybody paused. And
It was out of nowhere.
I was literally drinking my orange juice, minding my own business.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, this just like random, like foreign sounding voice just said, "I hate Black people." And the professor goes, "What did you just say?" And it goes, "I beep, Black beep beep." And I'm just like,
That's so
whoa,
annoying.
like I this isn't a joke. Because at first I was like, did I just hear him correctly?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it was just like a mass like chaos. Like the entire class just like
Broke out.
broke out. And the professor was like, "Why would you say that?" Yada yada yada. And then we had people on Zoom kind of just like yelling at him, and it was just like chaos for like, it felt like forever, but I think it was literally a minute.
And your teacher canceled like Zoom now because of that? Or no?
Well, so that was the first thing. That was the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Literally, she like apologizes, and obviously like it's not her fault.
Yeah.
A couple minutes later go by, and then we got hacked again by someone else. And honestly, it was probably the same person who just got back in, or I don't really know. But they started talking like more mess, and they were just like, you're a bitch, and
Oh my
like,
God.
yeah, and like, shut up, bitch. And it was a different sounding accent. And it was just, I don't know. You see
That's
that,
so
you see it on
horrible.
YouTube, you know, it's like
Yeah.
people had like, have
Hacking.
posted how they got hacked and stuff
Yeah.
on their Zooms, but like to actually
Be there.
be there. And also, I'm pretty sure, because like pretty much all the students, if you were on Zoom, so like a blended schedule, for those who don't know, half the class, since the CDC has like certain guidelines on how many people can be in the classrooms, I think it's like for the social and quality class, it can't be more than 20 students. So I think there's like almost 60 students in all. So there's like 3 different groups. So basically 20 kids are on Monday, 20 kids on Wednesday, and then like it kind of just like rotates.
Yeah.
So I just lost my train of thought. I knew this was gonna happen. If you're gonna be with us,
If
just
you're gonna be with us,
just
you're gonna be with us.
understand I have an awful memory. So if
Okay.
you're out there and you have an awful memory, you're literally talking, and all of a sudden you're on a roll, and then you just completely just like lose train of thought. I think
It's
I have a
fine.
problem. If you're a doctor, diagnose me,
Please.
please.
diagnose
I'm
me.
too scared to WebMD me.
Oh my God.
I'm too scared. Okay,
No, but
basically what I'm
blended classes.
saying. So this is what I'm saying. Half the class was already in person on Mondays, and then everyone else, if you're not in person, you're online. So there were already students like in line or in person, and they obviously were very shocked. They had no idea what was going on.
Yeah.
But everybody that was on Zoom, everybody had their screens blacked out. So you couldn't even you already couldn't see,
Yeah,
who was who.
was
And
who.
like, I mean, I was
Their
one of them.
reactions.
I don't want to be,
No.
if I'm not forced to show my face in my apartment where everybody can see me, then I'm not going to.
Some teachers make you turn it
Some
on.
do.
It's
And honestly, now
disrespectful.
I understand why.
Well,
Because
yeah.
my point being,
Yeah.
the first person who hacked us, I am like 99% sure they were actually in the class from the start and were
Yeah.
literally just like waiting for their moment
That's so weird.
to like say something. And I think that to me is just so creepy. Like
So
just like
creepy.
waiting for the right moment.
Yeah, it's really
So
weird. It's really weird.
There.
Well,
So
speaking of, that was a recap.
it was
of
an
the
awful
day.
first day to say.
Yeah.
It put me in this mood,
Yeah.
and the professor like feels really bad, but
It's not our fault.
it's obviously not her fault, and she's like talked to the university and
Good. I hope they
Yeah.
find that guy, and I hope he gets. I was telling her, I feel like that's a hate crime. I hope he gets charged with a hate crime because that's really disgusting and immature. But we'll see what happens. But that was about college, and we met in college. So I wanted to, since this is like our introduction, tell people how we met,
so cute.
what happened. The name of the podcast at first was going to be the 225 because that's the room we met at school, and I just think it's a funny story because this is actually a lesson, especially for girls, because girls don't shoot their shot with like other like relationships or friendships like as much as guys do because just
I take what I want.
yeah. So
I take what I want.
So actually, you got your boyfriend and me in that class. Oh my God. So we basically were in, what class was that? It was last year.
Writing for mass
media.
media.
Thank you to our
Director. Thank you, director.
So we were writing for mass media, and we had the most interesting teacher I've ever had in my life. But the point is, Grace Ann was sitting like over there. I was in here. We could see each other.
We made eye contact
We
from
made eye
time to time.
contact. We were like vibing, like she seemed cool. Everybody, there were some weird people in that class. Vincent was in that class. He was obviously a cool one. But it was an interesting type of class. And then like, I don't know how long into it you looked at me. Like, I don't even know how many weeks, how many days. I was like chilling in the class.
It wasn't until November.
Was it?
Yeah, because I honestly
you're
shot my
right.
shot. It was like a week.
Did you shoot a shot with him?
Yes.
First? So she shot her shot with Vincent first in the class, which we'll talk about later because that's the thing that more girls need to do. Because you wouldn't have this relationship. What if Vincent didn't ever
Not
look up to
at
you?
all. We will talk about this at a later time.
That's a good. When we have Vincent on, y'all need to talk about that. But anyway,
Yeah.
so and then Grace Ann like looked at me. She's like, "I like your vibe," and I was like, "Thanks, I like your vibe." And then I don't even know how you got my number.
I think we worked on a project together.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we had literally, because
You know
we
what?
had
I
that
know what
class
it was.
together, and then we
Another
also
class.
had
Reed's.
Professor Reed's class together.
Yeah.
And I wasn't it the first day of class with
Yes.
him, and I was like, you can sit with us?
Yes, it was like Grace Ann and a bunch of girls. Like she was like so popular, like on the little
Oh my
table.
god.
And I
Stop
walked
it.
in like almost kind of late, and she's like, "You can come sit with us. Like, come sit with us." And I was like, "Okay." So I walked up, and I sat with them, and then
she was so quiet. It was so cute.
I liked your Astros. You had an Astro championship ring, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then we got each other's Snapchat, whatever.
So all my Astros fans out there, does anybody else have a really, really big copy?
Did you wear that to class?
I did.
But it was like a day. It was like something.
I wore it for a couple. I wore it for a couple weeks.
Okay, well,
I wore it for a couple weeks. I'm literally wearing a vintage Astros. This is like 2000s. I'm flexing. Let me chill.
Should I tell them like why I thought you weren't gonna like me?
Oh my gosh! Wait, we're skipping over like a whole.
So I was like, okay, cool. So we kind of get each other's Snapchat, become friends, we work on a project. I thought. So at the time,
oh gosh, there's so many layers.
I should tell the details, right?
Yeah.
Of everything?
Rip it off.
So at the time, I had a girlfriend when I was in that class. And I thought, I'm Christian, but I thought Grace Ann was like Christian, or not Christian, but like very religious. Because there was a boy in that class who was very, you could tell he was kind of homophobic, kind of racist. But he was very religious, and he would always try to talk to Grace Ann, and I thought that meant they were friends, but I've come to find out Grace Ann did not like him at all. So,
if you're watching this podcast, I do like you, but I'm just happy that you learned how to shower.
Let's not name names, but
we won't name names.
So I was like, Grace, I want to be her friend, but I don't think she'll accept me. Like, what if she thinks it's weird? And then even my girlfriend at the time was like, I think Grace Ann's bi. I was like, no, she's definitely not. Long story short,
even my own father thought I was gay. Yeah. So, I understand. You were like, I think you were like, I noticed you followed me on Instagram.
So you knew.
So like, yeah. And she was like, I think you were like, so you obviously have seen that I have a girlfriend, and I hope that's okay.
Awkward. Why did I talk like that? That was
honestly,
back then me.
Issa. No, your confidence through the roof. Like, we have so much to talk about.
I have
so much to talk about. But I will say, I was thoroughly, like, looking back now that I know why you thought I might feel a certain way. Yeah. I get it. I get it. Because
I just thought
sadly, a lot of Christians are like that.
Yeah.
And they shouldn't be. Yeah. And we should just segue into this real quick. If you're homophobic, you shouldn't watch this. Bye.
Or racist, or
racist.
We're not the ones for you.
We're not the ones for you. Because there are other podcasts for you. I'm not gonna sit here and read the Bible. I love Jesus.
Me too.
But you're not gonna like this podcast very much if you're homophobic.
It's not the move.
So bye.
Just to warn you now. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you, but
anyways, I'm really glad we made that clear.
Yeah.
Because that's just not what we're about.
This is the Radiate podcast.
Exactly.
We radiate positivity and sunshine and self-care.
Yes.
There is no room for hate here.
No.
Everyone is welcome.
Yep.
All ethnicities.
Everybody.
You're also going to learn really fast that I struggle with words. I suck at talking.
You're great at talking.
Sometimes I fumble. Actually, this is like kind of off topic, but do you ever find yourself speaking a sentence and then you switch the last word and the first word of the sentence so clearly, and you're like, whoa, is my brain that smart? Am I thinking that way too fast? Is that called something? I think it's called something.
It's like a long
producer. Are you eating? What are you eating?
Oh my god! I wish the camera was on him because he's like chopping down a bowl.
Are you eating my beans?
Make sure. Is it still recording?
My dinner.
Oh, he brought his own dinner.
So, did you ever press record?
It's recording, Issa.
Oh my god. Also, I might have gone out of focus. I don't know. But, yes. I don't know what we're talking about, but yes. To that.
Sorry, I thought he was eating my beans. My brother made beans the other day, a few days ago. A few days ago was my mom's birthday. We had a surprise party for her.
Happy
birthday, Becky. Love you so much.
Love you.
And my brother gave me some really good beans, and I'm really territorial about my food, so sorry, Vincent.
That's awesome.
Sorry.
But I think that's why we got along, because obviously we have the same morals. We bonded over sports. We bonded over a lot of things. So
honestly, at the minute I first saw you, I just work, honey. I knew. I pride myself on trying to surround myself with good people, and I think that it's so important to have positive people who only add good in your life. And I could just see you had a lot of good, and also I saw a lot of me in you.
Yeah, I feel that way.
We honestly are a lot alike.
Yeah.
In a really good way. I mean, Have we said that we're roommates? Like, we're literally roommates.
But we're also different. Like, we're different. But like, I don't know. It's just like some things you're like extreme. I'm not. Some things I'm extreme. You're not. So it's like a good balance.
It's a good balance. Yin and yang.
Yeah.
Yin and yang.
But
long story short, I shot my shot with her, and I think we should segue into girls. Shoot your shot. Not just with guys, but with friendships. Like
everything.
Because
like everybody wants. Like, it's just nice to be, like, felt like, oh, they want to be my friend, or, oh, they have interest in me. Like, the worst that can happen is that they're not interested to be friends with you, or whatever. Like,
trust me, I've been ghosted
by
by girls who I've been, like, trying to be friends with.
That's true.
You know what I'm talking about.
True.
She probably thinks I was trying to hit on her.
Yeah.
I'm like,
no,
that's
not the case.
What's trying to happen, but
trying to be friends.
Yeah.
But that is a very you quality, and you do have, I think we both have really good friends around us, like, and I think that shows the type of people, like, you know, we are, I guess. Not me, but you.
No, both of us.
But I think it's good to surround yourself with good people because you have to trust the ones around you, you know? And it's interesting that you were, like, the person I was worried about the most, and then now you've become, like, the most supportive one.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Isa.
That was me judging a book.
To be fair, I think back on that class, and he was just...
That was the right stereotype, though, right?
No, for sure. Okay. But also, he just had the personality to, like, I never initiated, like, conversation.
Yeah, he definitely was talking to you.
He was just always, like, up in our business. And I think it's important. Learn your bubble. People have personal bubbles. Don't get in other people's personal bubbles.
Corona, dude.
And especially if you don't shower. Shower. Or at least put deodorant on.
Come on. That's
so bad.
No, yeah.
Also, wear shoes. Agree. Wear shoes.
Let's not get too specific now because there's not that many people who don't wear shoes, and we're
okay. Moving on.
So that's how we met.
Thank you.
We wouldn't be here. My life would be a lot different. So that's freaking awesome. So
much would be different.
Who
knows where I would be?
Who knows where
I would be? Probably be living with a random person.
Me too.
You would never room with me.
She's talking to Jessica, our manager back there. They knew each other when they. She's also going to be on
That's for a different podcast.
All right, so I'm glad we got, kind of how we got the name, blah, 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 how we met, out the way. Should we hop into Hot Topics?
Let's do it.
Okay, Hot Topics, everybody. So, we're going to start off with one. I just feel like we should bring Kylie Jenner into it because it's Kylie. She's always doing something.
Okay, so I don't know anything about them, so.
Okay, you don't have to.
Okay.
Well, okay, so Kylie Jenner, I love her.
Makeup, right?
Makeup, she's a youngest billionaire, whatever. So she posted on Instagram, and it was like her in like a sundress or whatever. So, did you see this? Yeah. Okay. So she posted it, and people are alleging, I don't know if that's how you say it, but people are alleging that the caption was brown-skinned girl. Now, as we all know, her dad is, who is now transitioned to Caitlyn Jenner, was Bruce Jenner. And her mom is Kris Jenner, who's Armenian, but she has, she's basically white, has white skin and Armenian, whatever. So brown-skinned girl, some people were like, the cultural appropriation situation. So then they said that she had edited it to say brown-eyed girl. So she's claiming that she never said brown-skinned girl and that it was always brown-eyed girl. I don't know how mad I would be about it, but again, whatever. But she got a lot of hate for it, and it's funny because she's saying that she never did it, but on Instagram you can change your captions. Mm-hmm. You can edit them. So that's what they're saying she did, was edit it and now acting like that never happened.
I mean, are there any, screenshots?
I don't know. Everybody's saying, no, we definitely saw it, but people were saying, we didn't know we had to screenshot it, but it, many people are saying, but it was there, so I don't know. But I think it does say edited.
Oh.
What? It was Photoshop.
What? The brown skin girl?
Yeah. The original
Justin!
The original caption was brown eye girls, but then a Barb, which is like
Nikki?
A Nikki stan on Twitter, edited it to where it said brown skin girls.
Producer.
And then
we're keeping this in.
Okay, and then Kylie posted a white thing on her story that said, whoever made up this lie or whatever, you have 24 hours to delete it or I'm going to take legal action. And then the Barb stan tweeted a picture of Nicki Minaj in jail and was like, this cannot be happening to me again.
Again. Okay, Justin, I'm hearing Justin, it was all photoshopped. So someone tried to make her look a little worse than that. So Kylie Jenner didn't do anything wrong.
Honestly, I have no opinion on that entire family. Like, I think with my thing, it is funny, and also I think it says a lot that the fact that somebody photoshopped it, but yet millions of people still believed it. I think that says all that you need to know about Kylie Jenner, and that's my opinion. That's my 2 cents.
Okay. Okay. No comment. I like Kylie, but I feel you. But I like Kylie. But okay, let's move on. Thank you for fact checking us, manager. That's what you're here for. Anyways, so another thing is kind of having to do with us and like coronavirus and college and all that stuff. So yesterday, Auburn University, 34 of their football team players tested positive for coronavirus. So it's kind of like we've been here for how many days, and like so many schools have already shut down. So many schools have, a lot of kids actually, I don't think here, but like big schools, they're like protesting, they're saying they shouldn't be in class, like all this stuff. So a lot of kids have gone back, and after a week, everybody's sent home. That's just what's happening.
That's actually, that's literally what some professors here are saying.
Yeah.
You go to class, they're like, hey guys, probably within a couple of weeks, this is all going to be online. So take what you can get. Yeah.
So
I think with I am so conflicted with all things COVID and everything that's been resulting. Like, I think we're a little biased because this is our last semester of college.
Yeah.
So obviously we want to be in class here. But college looks a lot different than it did, last year. Obviously, like, I'm super happy or grateful, I should say, that the campus is,
open.
Making us wear masks at all times, even outside.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that we even get the choice to go to class in person, but also at the same time, is it worth it? And I mean, we've already suffered so much heartbreak with the news of sports being pushed back and canceled, and basically our jobs at Sam Houston look a lot different. We basically would live on the sidelines at sports, and now it's like office.
There's no sidelines to be
There's no sidelines to be at. I've been broken so many
but
times.
But I will say, at least we're able to work in the office and still kind of
at least we have a job.
Because a lot of people don't have a job. But yes,
Grateful.
That was very sad, especially our senior year. Like, we love sports, we love being there on the sidelines, but...
Now, is it just... So has the SEC not
yet, but it's like they're gone too.
I believe, if I'm correct, I think in like 3 or 4 days, I think the NCAA, like Division I, I think the board is meeting, like, to basically decide whether or not what's going to happen.
Yeah, I think so.
Well,
we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But
because I think the Big 12 still hasn't pulled.
I think they've pulled like a lot of games. They're only playing like
conference,
in district, maybe conference games. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think A&M, but they're
really the only Big 12 team that I keep up with is Texas for volleyball, but I want to say, as far as I know, they haven't pulled out yet. But I know a lot of their preseason games with like Stanford, because Pac-12, like they pulled the plug on everything. But the thing is, it's like, I think it goes to show a lot of with the schools that have pulled the plug, you look at who it is, and they're really not going to be impacted that much because they have the money to do it.
Oh yeah.
Then you look at schools like in the Southland Conference, smaller universities.
Even us, so many of our sponsors dropped out.
It's going to take a big toll. It's going to take a big toll because, I mean, in case you don't know this, football, it's not just that football is like the sport in America. Football is a sport that brings money into universities, by far, especially Sam Houston. Honestly, every college. Division 1, 2 college at least. Yeah. Even 3.
Well, yeah, I just was curious to see what you thought about that, and I feel like that involves us because we still don't know if our schools will be shut down day 2. My teacher today was like, probably, but I was like, cool. Anyways,
I guess I'll see what they said tomorrow, because tomorrow will be the first day I'm actually in person. Yeah,
we'll have to see. Okay, so now I want to bring in like a relationship advice situation. We both have had experiences in dating.
Slowly
Kind
stirs.
And we have like different experiences. We've dated different kinds of people, so I feel like we can bring some insight, and then when our guests come, like, you know, we can hear their different insights because everybody has a different experience. But, you know?
Yeah.
So, our relationship segment.
Let's go.
Da-da-da.
Love.
So I'm just gonna say a couple, and
Oh, she got bars.
she got bars.
She got bars.
Okay, so did you date anyone in high school?
No. Not at all.
Really?
No.
Oh, I don't know why I thought you did. Okay, moving on.
No.
Well, this question maybe that we can answer because I'm scared that my 7th month relationship will end with this guy after high school. So, I dated in high school, but like, I say that very loosely. But I can think of like my other friends who have dated in high school. I actually have a friend who dated a boy in high school, and they just got engaged last week. Shout out to Megan and Grant. They're freaking cute. So
Are those the pictures that you saw me?
Yeah, they're so cute. Sometimes it works, but we're also very, very in love, and everybody when they're in high school, they think they're in love. And it doesn't always work out. But I will say, the only advice I have about that is, like, don't base your future or your college or your next step, like, based off of that person. Because you are, like, 17. And even though, I don't know, sometimes it will work, but it's like, don't base it off of that. Because 17 is so young. Even 22 is young. Like,
yeah, I definitely think it also, like, depends on, like, the generation. Because, you know, my parents were high school sweethearts.
True, yeah.
But now it's, like, things are a lot different nowadays.
Yeah,
and my personal opinion on it all is just kind of like, if you think that's your person, that's your person. But also, I am in agreement that you should never base your future on that certain person, especially if, like, you know,
Also 7 months.
Yeah. And I mean, also, are they both like seniors, or is there an age gap? Because I think that also plays a factor in it. Because it's like, let's say like you're a sophomore dating a senior, he's about to go off to college, or she.
It could.
I have trust issues.
Me too. Well, let's move on. But I'm all here for love, and like I love when it lasts. But
live your life.
You never know. Also, don't put too much stress on it, because if it starts to stress you out and give you anxiety, probably should go.
Yeah.
Okay. Best advice for the feeling of not being good enough for your partner.
For your partner?
Yeah.
See, I don't want to be a hypocrite, because sometimes I feel like that.
But what's some advice that we should give? Like, obviously, everybody feels sometimes not good enough.
I think it's all about self-love, baby.
It is.
It's all about self-love. And I preach it, and I need to listen to what I say more. But it is definitely all about self-love, and I think everyone's at different stages, you know, and we all have our moments. You know, there's some days where I'm feeling good as hell about myself, and then there's other days where I'm just like, I just want to lay in bed, watch Love Island.
Love Island. I think that I've had to learn that, like, no one else is gonna actually say, like, you're beautiful, you're awesome, you're intelligent, more genuinely than you. So you like yourself. So like, you have to, if you're in a relationship and then like the person's saying like, oh, you're and then like one day it might stop, and then you're gonna be by yourself and you'll be like, am I this, am I that, am I whatever. So you have to like just always like compliment yourself, even if it's like, even when you're looking rough. But you just have to be confident, because you know you have to love yourself.
And I think that's what I've been trying to do lately. Actually, that's a big reason why I'm trying to like up my styling game.
Yeah.
I'm trying.
We're gonna do it together.
Pics coming soon. Pics
coming soon. Follow the Instagram. Pics coming soon.
But seriously, I think it is all about self-love. And also, another thing is, it's all about your partner too. Because if your partner is, why are you feeling this way? Why are you feeling not good enough? Why are you telling yourself that you're not good enough for this person? Is it what they're telling you, or is it because
you feel that way?
It's because you genuinely feel that way. Yeah. So I think you also need to separate those two things, because if you're in a healthy relationship and that person truly loves you and doesn't want you to change, then yeah, okay, you need to work on yourself. But if they're putting these thoughts into your head,
they need to work on themselves.
They need to work on themselves, and honestly, they gotta go.
You don't need to do. Literally, you don't need to deal with that.
You don't need that.
If anybody is making you feel like that, I'm not even kidding. You do not need to be with that.
Say
because
bye.
That's not. I'm
Bye,
really
sister.
not about that. Yeah, bye, sister.
Bye, sister.
But you just have to be strong. Do your thing.
Don't look at us like that, Jessica.
Jessica, are you liking the podcast?
We have a guest.
Vincent, are you liking the podcast?
Great.
All right, we got another question. We can end on this one. Ooh. Okay. Obviously, none of us have been married, right? Or engaged.
In another life.
Okay. So this one is fiance of 4 years no longer says he loves me, but is gonna try to go to therapy. Should I keep trying? I would cry, but I would leave.
Yeah.
Because also it's fiance. Well, okay. Is it a phase? But also, why deal with that? I need to learn to, like, if someone doesn't like me, to effing let go. Let it go. Which I have learned. It was a long process, but I have learned. But it's like, I feel like when I'm at the age of, like, when I'm gonna get engaged, if someone says they don't love me anymore, I can't, even now I wouldn't say though.
Also, 4 years? They were engaged for 4 years?
That's a good point.
I think that right there says it all.
No offense to the people who were engaged for 4 years, but it's like...
I understand, like,
Unless it's,
saving
like,
up
financial.
funds,
Yeah.
but, like, if you're not ready to get married, why are you engaged?
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But if someone doesn't love you, literally pack your bags and go, because someone's gonna love you. Don't.
Obviously, it's easier said than done, and
Yeah,
we
but if someone
haven't
says,
been.
I don't love you anymore, like...
But let's go to therapy. I'd be like, I'm not gonna waste my money
The
on
fact
you.
that he was so open to even say that, which I think communication is good, but, like, he was at the point to tell her, I don't love you.
That right there, that's just...
That hurts.
Why is he settling? Is he
No,
okay?
he should go, too.
Maybe she's the problem.
I don't know. Well, I would be-
I'm just saying. Maybe she like has some issues, and he just like didn't want to hurt her. And you know
But
what?
you should break
I'm
up with
trying
her.
to play. What's that?
Devil's advocate.
Devil's
Devil's
advocate.
avocado.
You know what? He's the issue. It's fine.
Teacher, where'd you get these questions?
Oh, well, I like to say that there are followers, but considering we don't have any yet.
Excuse me.
Well, you know what I mean. Before this podcast, I actually am stealing them from someone. So Nick Vial, he's a bachelor guy. I am taking your questions from your followers. Thank you. Thank you. So, let's just have one more. Let's end.
And if you ever want to get on the podcast, just let us
Nick
know.
Vial, please.
You got a great
He
smile,
is
bro.
LGBTQ friendly. He loves everybody.
Hey, I have a great track record of setting people up. I got you.
He is single.
Exactly.
And she does do that. Last one we'll talk about is a guy I said Wow, I can't read. A guy said we shouldn't stay friends so no one gets hurt. Then is all over me. Thoughts? I've been through this, so what is your advice?
Hold on, pause. A guy I like
says we should stay friends so no one gets hurt, but then he's like all over her, like probably the flirty. Basically, he wants his cake and eat it too.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
It sounds to me like she needs new friends, and also she needs to
Move on.
and like better guys.
Yeah, because you don't. I was actually listening to a podcast a couple days ago, and the girl who was talking said, when you find someone, like, you're not gonna question if they like you or not, like, ever. Like, not ever, but like, they're gonna be so like, I'm about you, I choose you, I want you to be my person or girlfriend or boyfriend or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't need to deal with people who are like, I don't want you, but then are gonna flirt with you and do stuff with you and like try to get that side of you out.
I think I kind of view that also as like people who are so wishy-washy like that don't even like know themselves what they want.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's very stressful to be on the other side, so just don't.
And with that, I think it's just like you got a lot of growing up to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get started. Well, that was our relationship.
Hope you enjoyed. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you, Nick and his followers. I wanted to do, just like to close it out, a who's most likely to game, and I think when we have our guests, like we can play a game with them, and like this is like a friend, like a best friend roomie one.
Okay.
Do you want to do it? We're gonna have either a manager or a producer ask the questions, and then like
I'm
on
nervous.
3 we can say our names or point. I don't know what the questions are, so.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's most likely to work for NASA?
Work for NASA? Okay.
I feel like if I
No, we gotta just say it. 3, 2, 1, Grace Ann. Do you wanna know why? Because you could take pictures for them.
Oh.
I could bring nothing to the table. I don't want to work for NASA. That's not my vibe.
Okay.
Next question.
Okay.
But also, I feel like if I ever went to space, I feel like I would be floated. Like, I feel like I would accidentally, like, somehow, like, float into space and die. Like, the,
like you
the
would leave
latch
the
would
jet.
open. I'd be like, I can't swim! And then just...
Imagine Grace Andrews. Okay.
Anyways, things got dark.
Okay, next question.
Okay.
Who's most likely to go bankrupt?
Oh, I know this answer. 3, 2, 1, me.
Isa.
When I get money, I spend it, but I need to. You're really good at budgeting. I have my moments, but yeah, me, right? You're good at budgeting. Probably me, but I will never go bankrupt.
You might be putting, like... I'm okay at budgeting.
Well, you're better
I'm
than
okay.
me.
Who's most likely to get mad after losing a game?
3, 2, 1.
Both
me.
of us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm uncomfortably competitive, but okay, but I guess you are too?
TBT to when we were at Shenanigans and we were playing pool.
Oh.
Literally I thought you were about to break that pool stick across your knee and
Wait,
stab
I wasn't
me.
that serious? I'm very competitive. It's a problem. If my
Isa.
brother listens to this, he will relate with you because it's too much.
Also, I am the same way though. There have been many times where honestly I probably should have lost a few friendships because I was a bitch after I lost a game.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. Remember when we went to the rec and we played basketball?
Uh-huh.
And Jessica, were you on my team? Or
Why did that happen?
and I like pushed her to the ground.
No, y'all are on opposite teams.
You almost broke my finger.
Yeah. Jessica isn't competitive. She's a little.
Maybe I am, but just not at basketball.
Pisces.
Maybe not a basketball.
She's a Pisces.
She's a Pisces.
I'm a Sagittarius. I honestly don't know if Sagittarius are competitive.
I don't know
but
either.
I gotta win at everything. And if I don't, then I'm like, why am I here? If you ain't first, you're last. Ricky Bobby.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, maybe a couple more.
Okay, who's most likely to go bald first?
3, 2, 1, you.
Why me?
You're like crazy. Like you have a nose piercing. You'll dye your hair. You'll get a tattoo, and I do.
Am I gonna have a Britney Spears moment? Is that what we're saying here?
I think I would have already had my Britney Spears moment, and it hasn't happened. So.
See, the thing is, though, actually, no. It took me 12 years to cut my hair. I'm never gonna go bald. I've never dyed my hair.
I think she means just
Out
to
of
do
natural causes, I feel like.
Natural causes? Ooh. See,
Yeah.
I could see myself, like, hiking in a national park and, like, a volcano, like, and, like, my hair, like, catching on fire and
You
just,
see,
like, going
yeah,
bald.
that would happen to you.
That freak accidents like that. Okay, yeah, maybe me.
Okay.
If we're gonna go with that route.
Or like genetics.
Yeah.
Oh, genetics. Okay, well, my dad is balding.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
He does have a good head of hair, huh?
Lee has a great head of hair.
Dad, you really need to step it up. 'Cause I will not be bald.
Exactly. Oh,
I have 2 brothers also.
Kenneth, is he gonna
He
be
better
okay?
stop putting some treatment in
What is
there.
he, 20?
He's 9. I don't know how old he is. 19.
19 going on 30. They grow up so
Y'all
fast.
gotta work on that. Okay, maybe like a couple more and then we can.
Okay. So who is most likely to go days without showering? Nasties.
3, 2, 1. Isa.
Okay, I knew you were gonna say
Isa.
that. This is the thing. Grace Ann takes a shower every 5 seconds.
Okay.
So how do I compete with that?
That is not true.
Vincent, isn't that true?
No, it's
We'll just
not.
be sitting on the couch, all of us, and she's like, I'm gonna take a shower. I'm like, what did you do today?
Do you not want to shower every day?
The thing is, like, I can't wash my hair every day. Is that a thing?
Well, I don't wash my hair every day. I used
But
to.
I hate, like, getting in the shower and, like, only rinsing my body. Like, I gotta wash the whole thing.
Well, sometimes I'll hop in the bath. And I'm like, hello, self-care.
Okay, I feel that, but... What?
For all my people
Don't
who
expose
like
me.
to shower,
I love showering.
please, like, comment or something. I feel like I'm always getting hated on for wanting to take a shower.
Well, should I expose you even more? Do you know what I'm saying?
What?
Miss, I shower. Do you know what I'm saying?
Say it.
I have a question out there. And if you don't want this in there, we'll cut it out, but... Do you wash your legs in the shower?
Oh my god, thanks.
I hope you do! Everybody should wash their legs in the shower! Miss Clean,
Okay.
you need to wash...
You just got nasty fast. And ironic. Not showering. Okay, anyways.
I
Hey.
shower!
Hey.
All the time.
Okay. If you want to play that game,
Hey.
Whoa.
I don't know
be
what
careful.
What are you going with?
Okay, so genuinely, I know a few.
Yeah, I do too.
I know people who don't
I know people who also,
wash their leg. Everybody's different.
No, I know. You're
And
right.
it's not that I don't, like, I rinse off my legs.
I
It's just, I
know.
don't use a physical towel.
Soap or towel.
Or I have gotten to the point where, like, I'll take soap and I'll, like, run them down my legs.
Yeah, I'm
but
not
I don't
calling you
take a
disgusting.
washcloth.
Yes.
Are you sure? Because I feel like I've been stabbed in the heart.
No, you know I'm kidding.
I've been broken so many times. Actually, no, genuinely curious. Like, is there anybody else out there who doesn't wash their legs?
No, a lot of people don't. So they're gonna probably look at me like Issa is really not that big of a deal.
But I actually like want to know. Like, please don't call me gross.
No, she's very clean. The moral of the podcast is that Grace Ann's clean. I'm dirty. I don't shower every day. It hurts me to say that actually. But I don't shower every day and I'm proud of it.
That took a lot, didn't it?
I actually regret saying that because I feel gross right now. I'm about to go take a shower. Okay, well thank you everybody for watching. We hope you enjoyed.
Guys, like, comment, subscribe. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Yep.
Just look
YouTube.
it up. Follow us on Insta, the Radiate Podcast.
Yep.
Almost forgot our name right there, but we're new to this.
This is our first time.
Welcome, and we really hope you enjoy the journey
Yep.
with us because we don't know where we're going, but
Me neither.
we're having a good time.
Okay, bye everybody. Thank you for watching. If you stayed this long, that's really awesome. Thank you everybody for coming to our live audience. We hope you stay.
Radiant.
I wanted you to finish.
Stay radiant.
Stay radiant. Bye everybody.
Bye. Dun-dun-dun.